Namaste. In the series of life skill videos that I am doing, today's topic is how to help your children to develop social skills. Now, coming to social skills, what are they? What are social skills? Social skills are skills that we use to successfully interact with others, or we can put it this way that skills that are used to get along with others. Now, when it comes to social skills, first of all, we need to understand why we need to have social skills. Social skills are actually very, very important in our lives for the success of our lives. Not only in their school life or college life, but also in the workplace and also in all kinds of relationships. The relationships in the family, the relationship with the friends, the relationship with the spouse, or any kind of relationship in the workplace or the normal work environment or home environment. Now, this may be a little bit complex and confusing for the children in the beginning, but with practice, the social skills can be can be developed, and it will be once it is developed, it is very much rewarding in the life of the children. There are a number of social skills that are identified and that are important for the success of our lives. In today's video, I will be discussing about 5 social skills that we need to teach our children. Of course, the teaching of social skills and everything happens in the school, but as parents, if we know that these social skills are very much important in the lives of the children, the way we interact with our children, and if any conscious effort is made to develop these social skills, it will be helpful to the children in the long run. Now, first skill that children need to develop is, I think it should be sharing. Now, we all understand that we all believe that sharing is caring, and teaching your child the importance of sharing can help build strong relationships right from the beginning. Research has shown that children as young as 2 years, they show the desire to share only when they have certain things in abundance. But as they grow, it is also research also shows that between the age of 3 to 6, children are a little bit selfish, and they are not automatically, they don't start sharing their things, like their toys or their eatables or anything. They don't like to share, but those are all the developmental stages of the children, and by the time the child is 7 or 8 years old, all kids become concerned with fairness, and they are willing to share with others. Now, why the importance of sharing? Actually this sharing teaches children about fairness and also about compromise. So these are 2 important skills that are very important for our in our daily interaction with people. And once children learn this habit of sharing, it will be very helpful and it will be very rewarding to them in the long run. Second social skill children need to learn Of course, it happens all the time as they start learning it as babies, and over the years as they grow up, they start it is fine tuned. But in some cases, in certain cases, it is seen that this social skill many people lack, even even when they grow up. Now, listening actually does not mean staying quiet. There is something called active listening, and active listening means listening and imbibing what is being told or what is being said, and absorbing it, and then understanding it. Of course, this skill also has to be developed, and this not only helps them in their daily interaction with their with their friends, neighbors, relatives, etc., but also it helps in the in imbibing and understanding. Active listening I am talking about, imbibing and understanding what is being taught in the class. Many times we have seen that children do listen, but the active listening does not take place. So this is a skill that has to be developed in the children. Conscious efforts can be made from the side of the parents also. Of course, it is done in the classroom situation. We do have lots of activities to help the children to develop active listening. But in the house and the home environment also, if these kind of activities are done, the children become active listeners from a very early age, which will be a very, very important life skill or social skill, I should say, that can be developed in our children. The third very, very important social skill that our children need to learn is cooperation. Now, what is cooperation? Cooperation generally means working cordially with the other person to achieve a common goal. Lots of activities are conducted in the school environment, like group activities, group projects, and things like that. And generally, children also, when they are playing, this kind of skill is being automatically developed in the children. But in the home environment also, if cooperation is practiced, then it will be of a lot of help to the children. More so in today's nuclear families, where there are parents and both the parents are working and only the child is at home. Sometimes it is seen that these social skills are lacking in our children. So conscious effort has to be taken from the part of the parents to develop this social skill, and which will also help them to gain respect from others. Coming to the fourth social skill, it is respecting personal space, respecting others, or respecting the personal space of others. Now, we have lots of relations in our daily interaction. We interact with lot of people, and every relation has physical and emotional boundaries. But sometimes for our children it is difficult to confusing and complex to understand what are the emotional boundaries. Of course, physical boundaries everybody understands, but understanding the emotional boundaries in any kind of relationship, whether it is friendship, whether it is with your family member or anybody, that becomes little bit difficult, and this has to be practiced, and then this skill has to be developed only by practice. It is observed that sometimes while being friendly, most people overstep the boundaries. So children being friendly actually is and respecting others' personal space are two different things, and one must know about both. So we should teach our children how to ask permission and identify boundaries at the same time, and also we should also teach them to establish their own boundaries. So this is a very important skill that has to be taught to our kids. The fifth point, or the fifth social skill, I would say very important social skill that our children should learn is manners. And in this context, I would like to say that over the generations, children, I wouldn't say that children have become mannerless, but the learning good manners part has been given less importance in the present generation. It may have happened due to various reasons, but this is a very important social skill which has to be developed in our kids. Correct usage of thank you, sorry, please, etc., and a good way of using table manners goes a long way in developing relationships. The automatic habit of greeting one another with a namaste or good morning or a good evening or good afternoon, good day, good night seems to be waning in our children, and the habit of saying please, thank you, sorry also seems to be waning. And there is a feeling of, I don't know why it is like that, but there is a feeling of selfishness in this, and most of the people are not concerned, or they don't feel the necessity to use these kind of words, which definitely affects their relationship in the long run. So as parents, you need to make an effort to help your kid develop good manners that stays with them even when they are grown up. So in today's video, I have discussed 5 social skills that need to be developed in our growing children to help them to be successful in school, in their workplace, and also in their relationships. Thank you.